The history of film is littered with keystone films that change a genre or create a new one. The goal of this show is to explore those movies and the legacy they leave in their wake. Our first submission is the 1993 classic, Groundhog Day. Hello and welcome to Keystone Copycats with Chris and Zach. I, of course, am your host Zach, and he, of course, your other host,
Jack.
Jack?
I'm Jack. You're Zach. I'm Jack.
I'm Jack.
You're Zach, man.
Jack.
I'm Jack, man.
I don't like this.
Hey, let's go back to that intro.
Hey, did someone think that it was a throwback episode?
Hey, what's up with that intro? Did we go a whole season with that shitty can opening? It sounded like you recorded that in a KFC bucket.
No, that's your headphones.
That's echoey.
No, that's your bad headphones.
Oh, is that why I'm echoey?
I hope so.
Oh, that sounded rough. You know why? Because you're a dog. Rough.
Arf, arf.
How you doing?
We did record that in the Waterston practice space that hasn't been used in like a year and a half,
You
which
know,
is a
I
bummer.
forgot that we even went there. Don't go there.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm just jacking you. It's Jack.
He's jacking me.
Yeah, that's Zach.
I just got jacked.
Come on, Zach.
I don't have any friends named Jack. I don't really know anybody named Jack.
I wouldn't want it. I had a great uncle Jack, and he's dead. Now he's not my great.
How'd you
uncle.
have him?
Now he's not my great uncle. What do you do when someone dies? How do you refer to them? You're like, I had one, and now he's gone.
You don't fucking talk about
Now
him.
he's missing. Now he's something else. I don't know if he was buried, though. I don't know how to continue this rant. I don't know where he is. We lost him. Like twice.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
I'm going to fall down this rabbit hole. Hey, so I was driving to you.
As one does.
I saw a VFW hall. What's going on in there? How are they still around? What's in there?
What's the deal with VFW halls? What the fuck are you
I'm not doing a
doing?
Seinfeld bit. I want to know.
What's going on in there?
No,
Jesus.
the parking lots are always fucking empty. No one's there, but these buildings seem to survive. What is this? What is this stuff? No, seriously, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, the last time I remember being in a VFW hall was the first concert you ever had. Remember that one? And it was in, like, a Knights of Columbus hall?
That's a Knights of Columbus,
What's the difference?
They're just different organizations that are similar.
What are they for?
Knights of Columbus is more like a moose lodge, or it's just like you join the club and pay your fee.
But
and
there's
whatever.
nothing but tables in there.
No, they
and
go.
then
You
sometimes
can,
a
like,
bar that's not stocked.
You can rent out the room for like parties and stuff, and you can also it's usually like a bar also where you can go and drink, and it's like discounted or whatever. I don't know.
It's discounted.
I think it's a little cheaper. I don't know.
How much do you think it would be for a night?
$100.
Is that
Wait,
it?
what?
Is that it?
I meant for a beer.
That's not funny. Arf, arf, arf.
That was funny.
You're
was
pulling
comedy
my
gold.
dog. You get it. I'm gonna sing that AC/DC song at you.
Ugh.
So Zach doesn't believe that.
AC/DC sucks.
Zach
They're a bad
doesn't
band.
believe that there's a AC/DC song called "Giving the Dog a Bone."
No, I don't believe that. I believe that you wrote that song.
No, I wrote "Giving the Dog a Hog." That's what I came in singing today.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of song. However, in the end, a bone and a hog, they're all under the same
Trousers. Is that
yeah,
where you're going?
That was better than what I was gonna say, so we'll leave it be. But no, I just don't get it. You know what I mean, though? Like, it seems like there's no one there, and I don't know who's maintaining the grounds. It's like ghosts.
Oh yeah. I think mostly it is pretty
Ghostly?
unattended. I think it's they'll have a meeting there once a month or something. I'm making this up right now.
Who is doing it?
The Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Oh,
VFW. That's what that is.
Well, what about the Knights? They're definitely
The Knights of Columbus? I mean, that's a print shop now. That's not even...
Okay, well,
it's been closed
that's a bad
for
example.
a decade.
What about the Moose?
I don't know anything
Or
about
the
that.
icebreaker?
The
Not
Shriners.
the icebreakers. What is it called? The Stonecutters.
The Freemasons?
Freemasons.
They have meetings, but that's more of like a business thing.
I don't
really.
think any of these things are actual groups.
You know, our friend
I think
Brian.
I think they used to be, and now they're not.
Our friend
and now,
Brian, who
now ghosts are running the VFWs. Prove me wrong,
goes to their
Zach.
former selves. I'll tell you that. So our good friend Brian, who was a guest on this show and who did our cover art, is a Freemason.
He only did it once. Don't give him that much credit.
He's a Freemason,
Don't-
and his
Is he
band,
really?
yeah, and his band used to practice in the Freemason Lodge.
So he can get to the bottom of it.
He might have some info for us, but we'd have to call him, and I know you don't like calling people.
Call him up
Call him up
right now.
right now.
Live.
Oh boy,
We're talking
I'm
live.
gonna call him up right now and
Okay.
prove you wrong.
Well, in the meantime, I guess I'll talk about what else happened on my drive. I turned on my AC, and it shot out poison, I guess. It shot out smoke. The AC was on, and then when I turned it off and turned it back on, it was just smoking. What does that mean?
It means you need a new
Hey,
car.
what's up, Zach?
Hey, buddy.
Oh. Brian, you're on the air with Jack and Zach.
Stop it. We have a question for you because we don't understand what the Freemasons are and thought you could help.
Dang, a little backstory. I don't know what's happening with the VFW buildings and who's maintaining them, and we got into the discussion, and Zach said that you're a Knight of Columbus
I
of
didn't
sorts.
say that.
And we were just wondering what happens in those buildings when no one's there.
What happens in them when there's no one there?
Yeah, see, there's always just empty tables and like an empty bar in there. Like nothing's really going on. There's just the 2 bathrooms sometimes. Like, so who's in there and what are they doing?
Probably nobody in there. I mean,
See, that's what I said. He literally just backed up my point.
I mean, that's what I said also.
No one's in there, Zach.
that's what I also said.
I
I mean,
So
how
when
many shows have you been to at a VFW hall?
one.
I've never been to a show at a VFW hall.
Well, I mean, if you count the one that
Or
you
no,
were
I have.
at,
I have.
count the one that you were at, I was at 1.
I went to one, and it was actually in Louisville.
That's where Brian
The
lives.
Norwood one used to have shows all the time.
Oh, that's true. I have been to shows there. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, so you're
That
a
one
liar.
looks like the one that looks like an old church. Yeah.
So you've lost all credibility.
Yeah.
So Brian, when you go
And
to
my
them,
little band used to
what can you
practice at
describe
that.
to us what they might be like?
Can we describe to you what they would be like
Here's the thing.
What's the
when
thing?
they're empty, or just like in
Both.
general?
No, both.
He wanted to know about the Freemasons, and I said you've got some knowledge of that organization.
I do.
Isn't this the opposite of what he's supposed to do, though? Isn't he supposed to not talk about it? Isn't it like a clan or something?
No, they've given him like a line of like propaganda that he can give to us now.
Okay, go. Shoot.
No, they have not. But I
Wink.
mean, the best way to find out is, talk to a group of them or come to a meeting and see if it's right for you. But
Also,
the tag-
one can't
the
tell us
tagline
to
is
talk to the
making
group.
good men better.
Ah.
So are you inviting
So
us to like a meeting?
It's like it's the world's oldest fraternity.
Okay.
There you
so
go.
So it's a Manfred.
So what does happen there with the lodge is we develop a community of brothers, and there's a lot of fundraising events for the community and coming together to help different people and things like that. It's
You
pretty
ever-
simple.
You ever go home with
But
anybody,
from-
or
the Freemasons is like the first 3 degrees, and then from there you can go to like Scottish Rite or York Rite, which are like one's more religious than the other. Like one of them, I think Scottish Rite is like they say it's like the frat house after college, and then like York Rite I think is like the more like religious oriented path.
This is
There's
fascinating.
yeah, this. I feel like
there's a
we need
lot
a
of different
passport for this journey. So what is this on, like Wednesdays or some shit?
It's whenever your local lodge meets.
Well, you won't tell us though. You won't give us information without the group. We want to meet the group, but you won't let us.
You can come, yeah. You just have
Well-
to come to the meetings.
All right.
Just me though, right?
I'm not welcome.
Well, you don't live in Kentucky.
That's true. That's true.
There's lodges all over the world. That's the beauty of it.
All right.
Yeah,
So
but we
we'll
want to come to yours.
we'll schedule our visit. We'll schedule our visit soon.
Hey, thanks for taking our call, Brian.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
All right. Talk to you later.
So, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm more confused than ever.
As you should be.
I mean, really, we gotta take a journey just to figure out what realm you're gonna end up at. This like the He was like the Sorting Hat.
He
was
gave us
giving
some good info
He was
that
giving
I
a
didn't
heads
know.
up about the Sorting Hat. He's like, you will get sorted.
The two things, okay, I'm going to tell you this. The two things that Brian just gave us right now are, number one, some good info that I didn't know,
Yep.
and two, more work for me to do later.
Oh, why?
Because
You gotta raise his voice.
I gotta do like post-production work now.
Oh, that's a sad thing.
Don't
for
you hate
having
that?
to do work? Poor guy.
Well.
Hope everything works out for you.
No, you don't.
Well, what about the AC?
Don't
though?
lie
Can we
to
get
me.
back to the AC?
Oh, yeah, okay, let's get back into the AC.
Remember that time that we were driving and I just got my car fixed and it was shooting out the black smoke and it kept telling us to come on back?
Oh, yeah, I do.
And I was like, I don't want to come on back to you. You put black smoke in my car.
That was when we were...
Secretly going to
That was when we were
Sedaris.
secretly driving to Knoxville, Tennessee to see David Sedaris without telling your wife because she was going to get mad at you.
Yeah.
We decided that day, and you had told her that you were at work, and we were
Oh,
going to
yeah.
drive to Knoxville.
Then we saw, we didn't go because of the
And we
car
saw John
thing.
Wick
And
instead.
We saw John Wick. That was a good day.
Yeah, I remember we
Filled with lies.
yeah, we just decided that we were going to see a movie, and I was like, oh, we could see this like terrible-looking Dracula movie, or we could see this movie, and I showed you the John Wick trailer, and you were like, oh, I'm thinking I'm back, and then we like had to go see it.
Isn't that sad? You have to lie to go see a movie, or
I mean,
maybe-
I didn't
or
have
maybe
to.
leave town.
My wife knew.
Oh yeah. Well, there you have it.
Such is life, I suppose.
I get a question.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
So, this was on accident, but Happy Death Day came on the other
Ooh,
day.
that's a fun one.
Just happens to be the same week that we were going to record this Groundhog Day episode.
Yeah.
But my fiance, had listened to our episode but not seen the movie.
Oh.
So I didn't want to watch it because I don't like the first one.
Oh, I like it still.
And it
I
came
think it's
on,
better on a
and
rewatch
she
after
goes,
the second
yeah,
one.
I said, what? I said, what? I thought you said listen to every episode. She goes, no, I listened to it, but I didn't see the movie. And I was like, well, I don't want to watch
Yeah,
it.
I
She
do
goes,
that.
well, I do because I haven't seen it. So I just stared at her and poutingly said, the girl just gave her the cupcake as the killer.
Oh!
So fucking dick. She did. She asked me if I was a child.
I mean, to be fair, we did spoil that on the episode.
I don't think.
I believe.
I don't think she listens to us, dude.
I
I
wouldn't.
think she just really. I think
listen-
she hurts a lot of shit to make it seem like she's a big fan.
I think she listened to that first season because it was when you two were first starting to date, and she was like,
Yeah, she was trying to crank me.
she wanted to get more of you in her life, and now
Wow.
she's got a lot already. So
What you said was filthier than what I said.
no, I didn't say the word crank and do a jerk off gesture.
Well, they didn't
that
know
the
that.
listeners can't see.
They
Obviously.
didn't know, and they don't believe you that I did. I'm wearing a Bodie shirt.
We'll take a picture of it for next week's episode.
Read what
spoiler.
it says, Zach. Read it.
What it says is, "Back off, war child. Seriously."
It's like there's multiple versions of this shirt, and I literally found the shittiest looking one intentionally for Zach. I bought this for him so he can look at it. I can't see my shirt. As you know,
That's true.
I have neck problems and can't look down.
So, yeah, he's got this like sick shirt that you'll see next week.
I don't know what else to say. I
don't know
what
either.
else to say. Like, I got notes.
How you
but
doing?
It's another week where I don't know how to merge this shit together. It's not going to work. I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. This is the second time
I
we've
know.
recorded in a row where we haven't seen each other in a while.
It's
Now,
really
you guys
sad.
don't know because you think that we're just living together. We record every day, or I don't know what you guys think, but probably that. But we don't. We don't live together or record every day. Now Zach's hacking away. Hacking the internet.
I am hacking.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I miss that. I miss in movies where people used to say I'm in because they typed for about 17 seconds.
Hang on. Real
What do
quick.
you What were they ever
I'm in.
What were they ever in? The
I don't know.
The network? What
They
was
hacked the
it?
net.
These are vague terms. This is like the
You're just jealous because you
This
don't know
is-
how to hack the net, bro.
this is like the chemo money.
You don't know how to surf the World Wide Web
What was it?
or
The
hack the net.
fucking I can't think of the name. The Chernobyl money.
What?
Crypto.
Chernobyl money.
My goodness, I knew it started
Oh,
with this.
shit.
I knew it started with a C. I just couldn't think of what it was.
Oh shit.
That's the
Yeah,
big,
they're like melt. I mean,
that's big internet money.
from what I
It did
hear,
melt down.
I was gonna say that's a good phrase for it.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
You're a genius.
I'm glad I didn't buy the EFTs.
You should be on Mad Money.
Do you want to talk about this fucking movie?
I don't care.
We have wasted enough of their time.
We got a
just
lot of time left on this show.
Randomly calling people for no fucking reason.
You told me to.
I didn't get any of the information. You're like, man, we got so much intel. And I'm-
You said, please call Brian and we'll ask him
But
some
did you notice
questions."
how well he dodged our bullshit? Like, he was like, oh, no, I'll totally tell you.
He was like,
and if
you
you
know,
come
it's
to
a
a meeting,
fraternity of
you'll-
brotherhood.
you'll
Like, it was
find out
very
another-
positive.
Yeah.
I like it.
He goes, yeah, you just come to the meeting. When can we come? Well, you just whenever you want. Yeah, but when actually? Well, you know,
You're trying to
we're
get an
always
invite to
there.
his lodge.
Yeah.
And it doesn't want to extend one.
But why did he say we can come when we can't?
Because he wants us to feel bad about it. Probably.
Because he wants us to have a shitty day? That's what
mean,
you're going with?
We're gonna, either way. Like,
Okay,
come
let's,
on.
let's talk about our movie that we need to talk about. Okay?
we need to.
Boss Level.
So, yeah.
2021's Boss Level.
For this
What's
between seasons.
2021?
I saw conflicting numbers, but I'll mention that in a minute. But for this between seasons, where we decided we're gonna take.
This is Zach talking now, not Jack.
We don't sound the same, Jack. So I think we do, Zach.
So mine a flogging.
So what we decided is for each season we picked a movie that we could have done or should have done
Hey,
or
and Bob-
wished
and
we had done.
bobsleds, and bobsleds, they don't have a whip, do they?
I don't want to go down this road. I don't know where you're going, and I don't want to.
I merged like when the jockey whips a horse. I was thinking that with a bobsled because I was thinking
It's called a crop.
I was like, I wonder if
You
anyone's
should
ever
know
said
that,
I'm
living in horse country.
I wonder if someone ever said I'm flogging this toboggan. Then I realized they don't have the whip, so it doesn't.
Well, toboggan is also not a bobsled.
Oh well, what is it?
It's a different thing entirely.
It's a boat.
No,
made of wood.
no. It's
What
a
is it?
specific type of sled.
Yeah, that's
Not
right,
a bobsled, which is a bobsled,
Well,
not a toboggan.
next time you're riding a horse, I want you to yell out, "I'm flogging this toboggan." Anyway,
I will.
All right, what were you saying?
On my honor, sir. What I said was that we are
You don't know what the
we're doing a
fuck's that.
time loop.
Hey,
We're back to time loops.
Welcome to the mid-season mayhem. Or,
And what I
no,
would-
it's not mid-season. It's in between season. What the fuck ever it is.
Whatever.
Are you guys still listening?
What I would
Are you
like to say,
still
a
out
couple
there?
of them. What I would like to say is that I love time loops. I would do a whole other season of time loops. I would just do time loops forever because I love them, and I think it's great.
I couldn't be more opposite, Jack. I can't stand
Jack?
them. It's so confusing.
What?
Like I don't like the big thoughts about time. Like I hate like the end of this movie. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't get the ending of this movie
Well, I'll tell you right now.
because he just wakes back up again.
Yeah.
So is it gonna continue? Did it work or not? I don't fucking care.
It did work.
Maybe.
No,
He
not
said
maybe.
don't die, but we don't know.
We do know.
Because you know why? Because it's breaking actual physics.
Okay, hang on.
The physics of time is broketh, and we don't know. Like that's why none of this makes sense because it can't actually happen.
Sure it can.
No.
Ask Naomi Watts. So we're talking about Boss Level from 2021, directed by Joe Carnahan, starring Frank Grillo, Mel Gibson, Naomi Watts, and Michelle Yeoh.
Music by Hans Zimmer.
Was it really?
I know. I don't know.
Well,
Well, it could be. You don't know.
all right.
Me neither.
Oh, also Rob Gronkowski is in this movie.
Rob Zombie.
No, not Rob Zombie.
Music by Rob Zombie.
No. Ooh.
It changed the feel of the movie a little
Why
bit.
didn't they play Living Dead Girl in Happy Death Day?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I don't know.
Is it because it's not 1998? Is that
I
why?
think you could shoehorn it in. I don't know if anyone would notice.
Yeah.
At what point can you just start playing old songs and pretend they're new? Because the kids, they don't know.
All they care
not-
about is eating ass and TikToks.
And getting into the system, into the network. They were born in.
They like to hack. They like to hack into people's asses and eat them.
What has been with you talking about millennials eating ass?
We're millennials. Number one, we're millennials.
Is that a real thing? Of
course it is.
They say, or have you just been saying it for fucking a year now? So I've been believing it.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
I don't think they say that. I've asked my teller at the bank a lot.
Hey,
she never knows what's
jackass,
happening.
you're a millennial.
Hey, Zach ass.
Your teller at
Me
the bank
too.
is probably not a millennial.
Wait.
But
You
the
think
generation
millennials
younger.
can't work at a bank? You racist?
No, I'm saying you're old, and they're probably younger, and in a later generation, they're probably Gen Z.
Times are tough, man. Everyone's getting jobs being a banker.
Oh man, even millennials gotta be bankers. They gotta pause their dream job of eating ass to be bankers.
Listen, I swear to God, the millennials aren't out there eating ass, and this is a fucking ploy. You're gonna be in trouble.
All right, hang on. I'll call Brian. Oh, not this
Boss
time.
level. You want a synopsis?
Yeah, I do want a synopsis.
Oh fuck! I didn't finish it.
I'm
God damn it!
shocked.
Trapped in a time loop that constantly relives the same day of his murder. Former Special Forces agent Roy Pulver. I didn't click on it. I was gonna come
hang
back
on.
and get
I wrote a synopsis.
All right.
Discount John Bernthal is in a time loop and kills a bunch of people.
I don't know what John Bernthal is.
He's the Punisher.
Yeah. So I went a little back and forth on this. Starting off, no to this actor is what I wrote. No, I don't want to see Crossbones in this role. And then
I didn't love Frank Grillo from the start, but he grew on me.
I'm gonna jump in and say this is another movie is not for me, so I don't need to critique it that hard because I think this is a really well done movie for the audience, and I think this casting was perfect for the audience.
He's really
I
good.
just don't want him. I don't want to watch him. However, he did a great job in this role.
Yeah, he's
I
very
think
good.
he's what the audience want for this type of movie.
And I think Mel Gibson really played into
this was
being
like-
a sack of shit.
Yeah, what was the zombie movie that we watched that I had the same opinion
Oh, with
about?
Batista?
Yeah.
That
Where
was
I was
Army of the Dead.
Openly like, not for me, but I get it.
I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was Zack Snyder doing what he does best.
First off, Mel Gibson is fucking talented. He's just a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, and he
But
played into
the
that.
moment he came on screen, you're like, oh, that's good. That's right. He's fucking good.
He's good at being an asshole villain,
Oh, yeah.
because that's who he is.
It was like when I watched Horrible Bosses the other day, and I'm like, no, Kevin Spacey's really good at being a prick. Like, he's an ass. And he bangs dudes' boyfriends. That's fucked up.
Don't let him around your boyfriend. This has been a public
What-
service
I was gonna say,
announcement.
what am I supposed to say to that? How do I stop him?
I won't let him around my boyfriend, sir.
I don't know where my boyfriend even is. He could be Kevin Spacey. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be fucked up, man. What a twist.
Oh, okay. So it's Kevin Spacey's your boyfriend, but then he fucks your boyfriend, which is him. Kevin
So he
Spacey
just cranks
Kevin Spacey met. This is the start of a joke. So Kevin Spacey's masturbating in a closet.
It sounds like a Louis C.K. joke.
What?
Not a Kevin Spacey joke, a Louis C.K. joke, because he's
Doesn't
the
make
one
any
who
s-
cranks off.
Not in a closet. He does it out in the open. You fucking fool.
Damn.
So what would you think the ending of my synopsis would have been?
I don't know.
So we'll say his name again. Roy Pulver.
Is the
Discount.
main character of this movie. That's the end.
Special Agent Roy Pulver doesn't
Is the main character of this movie.
tries not to not die because he's the main character. So once again,
So what are your
there was a
thoughts?
big day tally on how many times he's done this.
Yeah, which
Really
was very
want-
video gamey.
Did you want the last day to be 365? Did you just want it to be a
I mean,
full
that would
year?
be nice, and that would be a nice clean ending.
I thought they were going to clean it up that way.
Yeah.
Because that's one of those things where you're like, I wonder how it landed on that exact date.
Or even
was
when
it
he
meant
like
to be, or
when he
whatever.
sees Naomi Watts at the end, she's like, "I saw you last night," and he's like, "I haven't seen you in so long." I wanted him to be like, "I haven't seen you in a year."
Yeah.
Like that would have been good.
Yeah. He just said forever
Yeah.
or whatever.
He said, "Whatever. I haven't seen you in whatever."
I haven't seen you in whatever. This movie's bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, so overall, grade it.
I liked this movie. I thought it was pretty good.
I said grade it. The grade is not I liked it. A teacher doesn't go, I liked it. There's your test.
I'll give it
Tell
a-
your parents I liked your
I'll give it a
fucking
movie
grades.
I didn't hate. That's my grade.
So C.
Nope. Nope.
As in,
Nope.
see this movie if you want to.
I'll give it a C
There's
as
a main-
in yes in Spanish.
See as in okay. It's the affirmative.
So when I slotted it into my rankings for season 1, I
Oh, you did
put
that?
it 6th.
Oh.
So it's ahead of Time Crime, Source Code, Before I Fall.
Why don't you
and
talk
50
about the
First
movie
Dates.
before you rate it? You got this ass backwards, Mr. Ass Eater.
If I'm gonna eat this thing, I better turn it around.
What the fuck is wrong with you? We're
Everything.
having an off day. You notice that?
You are?
We made a phone call, and that threw off the whole vibe of the show.
Meh, I can't talk to someone on the phone. Meh.
We pulled in an outsider, and it threw me off. It's
Yeah, well,
contagious.
that's your fault.
Let's just start with my notes. At what point are you going to get the hand tattoo?
What hand tattoo?
You had a hand tattoo. It opened up with a hand tattoo.
Oh, I'm not getting a hand tattoo.
No, like what point in your life is it going to happen?
me, like
Yeah,
specifically me.
what would happen and you'd be like, all right, time for the hand tattoo.
I mean, I almost got hand tattoos.
With who?
What do you mean with who?
No, you do it with someone. You don't just get a
No,
single
just
hand
me.
tattoo.
It's just me.
Just the single hand tattoo.
No, it was actually 8 hand tattoos.
8.
Mhm.
As in hungry? Hunger? 8?
No, as in the number. Looks like a snowman.
Why?
Because I was going to get the home row keys on my fingers.
What does that mean?
Home row keys from a keyboard.
Oh, is this how you hack?
ASDF JKL semicolon.
When was this going to happen?
I don't know, 6-7 years ago.
Ugh. With whom?
Again, just me.
Oh. I'm not getting this. Something's being lost. You were just going to get that
Yeah.
on your own. No one put a gun to your head and said, "Hey, get this stupid tattoo idea." You were
Okay,
just like,
wait, hang on.
You just woke up.
Hang
one
on,
day.
you've got a lot of tattoos, so tell me who put the gun to your head and said, "Get this stupid tattoo
are you
idea,"
talking about?
because it
Point-
must have happened a lot.
point out one bad tattoo.
Do you mean the
Point one out.
cats with monocles and top hats?
Oh,
that
see,
you have?
first off, that's a bad one to start with because I love that fucking tattoo.
Do you mean the
Did
Russian prison tattoo
Yeah, did
that
I
you accidentally got
get a
yourself?
Russian prison tattoo? Yeah, that happens. I was high and I didn't
Oh,
know
you?
any better. Okay.
So
okay.
wose gun was to your head is what I want to know.
Okay, let's list off one other bad tattoo.
Okay, let's talk about
I dare
the
you.
Haggard tattoo.
Oh no! See, you're fucking this up. I know that I have bad tattoos, but you were listing off some great tattoos. My newest dad saw it the other day, and I could tell he was like, "Holy shit, this guy's married my daughter."
Yep.
I got this rhino on my chest with a frowny face.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I don't think he was very.
The king
pleased
didn't
with me.
approve.
I got some shitty tattoos.
Anywho.
Well, okay, so like that was it. You just had to think of a hand tattoo, and you would have got it.
No, I was going to do it,
And
and
you
then
didn't,
I didn't
'cause you're a
because my
coward.
wife didn't want me to. She didn't want me to have hand tattoos.
Oh, because
So I
she
said,
said
okay.
it was stupid,
No,
and then you were like, "You're right."
she said,
Bend over.
"You can't get hand tattoos. I've seen Chris's hand tattoos.
I
They're
don't have a
stupid."
hand tattoo. Oh fuck!
it gone?
I got a hand
gonna
tattoo.
say.
Ah shit!
You
It's-
very much do.
It's quite literally the newest tattoo I have, and I forgot that I have it.
I mean, you had a hand tattoo.
Oh, I have a hand tattoo. God damn it!
You like. You could never
You know how-
use the phrase "I know it like the back of my hand" because you just don't know it. You're like, "There's a tattoo here."
You know how when you have tattoos, you don't see them anymore. Like it doesn't register. Like my ex, like she had a tattoo behind her ear that I'd seen so many times I'd forgot. And then I asked like if she got a new tattoo. She's like, I've had this for a decade. I'm like, huh? Like I just never noticed.
There you
it.
go.
Yeah. I don't pay attention a lot.
You don't. You really don't want to talk about this movie, do
It's
you?
probably poison from the car. You see.
Yeah, from all the tattoos.
I know. Go. I have a ton of notes. You don't have any.
I have notes.
brought
So
nothing.
I like the death montage. We get that.
I like the opening that he's about to get murdered. Like that adds so much stress
Yeah.
to the oncoming situation, especially
Yeah.
when he gets real sad and depressed and just literally wakes up because his day has to start over so quickly when you
Yeah.
wake up to a murder.
And then you're not getting any good rest.
Because you saw like the 9 times he got killed in a row, you realize that wow, that only took 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like that he went through 9
was real
days
quick.
in 30 seconds. That sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
So that would be really agitating. Like the one time he's like stabbing the guy going, "Can't I sleep in just once?"
Yeah.
Yeah, like that would be horrible. And it goes, what, 270 days or some shit?
He has a lot of
Something like
days. Yeah.
So
I like
every
sleeping
single
in.
morning. So, but then again, do you think in this scenario that you're well rested?
No, because he was up late out with that woman who implanted the tracker in his tooth.
Oh, that's right, because we talked about on Happy Death Day how every day she woke up hungover, so that would be pretty shitty.
Yeah, it would suck.
Oof.
Happy Death Day was good. So you guys didn't watch it, though.
No, she left it on.
Did she like it?
I don't know.
You want to call her?
I don't talk. No. No. No, please don't.
I don't have her
I
phone number.
love my fiance, but she will go on a long time about something I did.
Because she's Southern.
You see, I watched The House of Cosby the other day. And
Oh, my
I can't
God.
stop saying you see.
House of Cosby's is one of the funniest, cartoons I've ever seen in my life.
Rudy.
I like starting fires, you see.
I love that Bill Cosby died, so they put him back up. Like, fuck it.
I don't think they were ever down.
Yeah, they were.
And I don't think, when did Bill Cosby die?
Because he pressed charges against him, right?
No.
Oh,
it's
is he?
fine.
Is he just locked up? Is
No,
he not
he's
dead?
alive.
He's
not
alive?
in jail.
Oh.
They had to stop making them because he sent a cease and desist, but they've always been up. They've always been there.
Well, look up House of Cosby.
Yeah, Justin Roiland, the co-creator of Rick and Morty, made this animation series about a guy who clones a bunch of Bill Cosbys to live with him. And it's
Bathtub
fucking wild.
Cosby when he's driving around in the tub.
It is one of my favorite things, and it's so stupid. And Bill Cosby is a monster.
Yep. I couldn't remember if we talked about this in Groundhog Day. So, when he throws the knife early on to the helicopter, like if you kept repeating the same day, and let's say one of the times he tore a ligament in his shoulder,
Nah, it'd be fine.
but do you have memory of that?
No.
Does that hold in your mind where you'd be nervous about throwing it again, like it's gonna tear again? You know what I'm saying? Like you're afraid of it, so it might happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a tick that you hold in your brain, so it actually does trigger it. Or is this? No, we talked about AIDS, didn't we? But how you can't. Didn't we? What about STDs?
We talked
and if they would carry
about
over?
emotional
Oh,
STDs.
yeah, that's right, emotional STDs. And that, so yes, he
It's
would.
called love. No.
So he would.
No.
You catch it.
No.
No, I think that.
Catch the fever.
Because you know,
That's what you
you
sound
know
like.
how cat scratch fever. You know when you get nervous about something, it's most likely to happen. Like if you're at a baseball game, that's not gonna make sense. I was gonna say if you were nervous
Okay.
about getting hit with a ball, you're probably gonna get hit with a ball. But that's something I just made.
No, that's not true at all. It's not like you go to a baseball game and it's raining baseballs. What's wrong with you?
No, I mean when your expectations are down, that's when it's more likely to happen.
No, what
Things
you
are
wanted to
happening.
say is if you're thinking about a white Ford Focus, you're going to see a white Ford
Oh,
Focus.
yeah,
That's what
that.
you wanted
Yeah,
to say.
yeah, that's what
not
I-
if you think you're going to get hit by a baseball. You are.
Oh, I tried
that doesn't
to-
make sense.
I tried to back out gracefully.
Oh, it didn't work.
Yeah, if you think you're gonna see a car, you're gonna see one.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
Thanks for backing me up. That was a smooth transition. They won't even notice that I faltered.
Perfect. No one even knows.
So I love. What was it, Guan Lin? I loved that the repeating. I'm Guan Lin, and I have done this.
What was her name? It
You
wasn't.
know it's GUANLYN. Guan Lin.
Was it really?
Yeah. But
Huh.
I do think. Oh, and I do have a note about that. No, fuck. Maybe I don't. It's Roy, and no, maybe I didn't write down that last line that he says to her because he rips off her own
He
saying.
says, "I'm Roy, and I have done this."
Yeah, was that whole setup so he could say,
Yeah.
and I've done this?
Yeah.
That's why she was saying it. I didn't like it anymore
I don't know, man.
when
She
that
felt
callback
like
happened.
she felt like such a
Bootleg Kill Bill 2?
no. I mean,
Or
sort
Kill
of
Bill 1, sorry.
sort of, but like her character existing made me think that a reveal at the end or a spoiler or like a twist or something was going to be that it was a video game that he was in. That's what it felt like.
This movie was a video game. This is as close.
More so than
this-
Edge of
this
Tomorrow,
is-
even, you know?
Yeah, this is as close to a video game as it's going to get.
Yeah. Well, and obviously it's called boss level. It knows that the day count is like a throwback video game.
Yeah,
font.
I mean,
it knows
it's called
that
boss level,
but
like they know it.
But I really thought it was going like. That's the only way that makes sense. Her saying that, her acting like that, the German twins, all the like assorted assassins that Mel Gibson sends out after him make the most sense if the reveal is that it's a video game and not like, real people.
No, they
So
really
weird.
exist. Little people really do kill people.
Not who I was talking about.
Well, just because you didn't say it doesn't mean we weren't all thinking it. Just remember that.
You're the we and you're the all.
Next time you get hit with a baseball.
Hey, seriously. So you didn't like this movie.
When he gets killed in the bar, did it
Yeah.
really fucking bother you that the pool of blood was to his left? I'm sorry, his right, our left. It was pooling to the side of him as if it was coming out of his hand.
Or if he was like
instead of his
slumped that
fucking
way.
head.
I don't know,
There
man.
was no. There
He got
was
shot in the chest. He got shot everywhere.
There was at least a gallon of blood
Yeah.
on the counter next to him. And I know they're like, oh, maybe it trickled out. Like, that's not how blood works. It doesn't trickle down and then pool in a low center of the bar. I'm like, bars are pretty fucking flat.
We keep going and then like
it doesn't
spill
go
over.
down in a puddle and then in a stream and into a puddle. I was staring at it going, oh, Zach's going to notice this. This is a fucking problem.
I didn't like it. It wasn't like I didn't have like I wasn't.
There was nothing underneath his head. That's what didn't make any sense.
I mean, he didn't just get shot in the head. I think he got shot. Mainly, I thought he got shot in the chest.
It was I know it was clean. So if he got shot in the chest, there should be no puddle of blood on the counter at all. That's what I'm saying. It was dumb.
If he got shot in the chest.
Yeah.
And bullets went through, which obviously they did because the shot is from behind and we
big
see it come
bullets.
through.
It would be splattered everywhere.
It should have been a lot of splatter.
Yeah.
There should have been a lot of blood spatter on
And
the counter.
Jack,
on
I've got
Ken
news
Jeong.
for you. It was not.
It was not. I still like this movie, but that's
Man,
another argument
you know
for
what?
like why it should be a video game. You know?
You know what I let slide? Only because I wrote in my notes, capitalized Will Sasso. I love that Will Sasso's in this.
Sasso.
He was so bad in this, but it doesn't matter because I fucking love Will Sasso.
I like Will Sasso. He's really fun.
As long as he's on screen, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So all the shit he was doing, I'm like, this is nonsense. This is not bad acting. It's bad writing for this character. But also, so he's got the sword stuck in his head, and he goes, I smell muffins. And clearly that was, I would assume, that's some kind of callback where Crossbones is telling the story about I got shot and I tasted a steak, and what it actually was it cooking my tongue. So that means I was tasting my tongue. So when he gets stuck in the head, you have to assume that his brain smell like muffins. I smell muffins.
No,
he said.
No,
That's what it was.
absolutely.
That
not.
was bad writing.
Absolutely, that's not what
That's
it was.
what it was.
No,
You agree?
absolutely
No,
not.
you agree?
No. Frequently, when somebody has like a traumatic head injury like that, something going into their brain, like it can trigger phantom senses, which is
So he wasn't actually tasting the steak. He just thought.
no, that's wrong. No, Frank Grillo, he
Crossbones.
had a bullet that was so hot that it literally cooked his tongue, and he tasted it in his mouth.
I don't think it would have the time. Bullets are fast.
Okay, heat's fast too.
How would you ever test this theory?
I
You can't
wouldn't.
revive someone. We have to get Naomi Watts to bring him back with her time machine.
yeah, with her Osiris spindle.
How? This is one of those big thought moments where we
Let's
actually
have some big
can't-
thoughts.
We can't have the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't like these movies or any movies.
So here's the thing. My head is too small to hold these thoughts within them. So I must let them go.
That's what the VFW is for. It's to put all your thoughts. That's why they seem so
It's
empty. There's a lot
where
of
you come
thoughts.
to relieve your big thoughts. Let them out. Piss them away.
You
in
see
the
a lot of
Veterans
guys in there like
Foreign Wars Hall.
smacking their ears trying to get all the thoughts.
Get out.
That's
So obviously,
very frightening. Here, keep going. I'll think of it. Widget.
oh,
I was so
that was
close.
fucking worth it.
I was so close to getting my thought out.
Why didn't you say wiener?
Well,
Why wouldn't you
those
say
aren't
wiener?
scary.
To some people. Now, I know you hate time loops.
I do hate.
They hurt your head.
Yeah, big thoughts.
You can't live with them. Can't live without them. But Do you prefer the?
I hate that season. I hate the first season.
No. What I'm asking you is, do you prefer a like sci-fi explanation to the time loop, or do you prefer it's like it just happened? It's magical.
I like the magic one. I
Yeah.
like the magic because you don't expect an explanation.
Yeah.
I like that one more. I don't like when they try and break it down because the facts aren't there.
Yeah.
Life's facts. Facts are
So let me ask you this.
Why do you ask?
In Palm Springs, would you consider that a scientific explanation
Yes.
or a magic explanation?
Yes. Because we don't, just because we don't understand doesn't mean that she doesn't.
No, I think it's a magic explanation still. They stumbled into this like anomaly. She uses science to get them out, but I still think it's an unexplained natural occurrence.
Wait, what happens at the end of that? She blows them up.
She blows them up in it, and it rockets them out of the loop.
I think, well, the reason I'm not saying magic is because I think there's a scientific background. Just
I'm not
because they don't
saying-
understand it, I think they will.
I'm not saying a scientific versus magic way of getting out of it. I'm saying that the thing exists, you know? Like source code is
no,
obviously science.
I'm not
Groundhog Day is obviously
I'm
magic.
not calling that one magic.
Okay.
I'm just going by my gut.
So
which
what
is
else is magic
Which
then?
is anti-science.
Before I Fall is magic. 50 First Dates is assault on us.
Map of tiny perfect things. What was that?
Magic. That's magic.
What was the end of it?
It was because like her mom was
Yeah.
dying and she
Yeah.
wanted to have more time with her mom, and it was, you know, beautiful and sweet.
Well, that's not magic. That's just emotion.
Okay, but how did it happen? Of course it's magic.
Emotion.
It caused something that
No.
shouldn't happen to happen.
No.
It's magical realism. That's the genre.
No, it's more like spirituality.
Did you say it's not magic? It's magic? Because that's what I heard.
I guess that's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Wow.
So
You know, the things that you and I learned together.
time
equally-
crimes, sci-fi. Edge of Tomorrow,
I
sci-fi.
forgot about time crimes.
Happy Death Day.
That's sad to think about.
Time crimes
that
is
movie.
wild.
Fucking weird ass movie. What was the guy's name in Time Crime?
Oh,
Oh, he-
Nacho.
he was-
The director was Nacho, and you laughed about it too much.
He was awkward that whole time.
Yeah.
Man, he seemed like a diddler. That just it never happened though.
I liked that movie. It was good.
I didn't dislike it. I'm giving it the C.
For Diddler.
All right.
So the Happy Death Days are the first one. If the other movie doesn't exist, it's magic, right?
Yeah.
But once the second one exists,
Correct.
it shows that it's science. So
Yeah,
you
that's a
know,
bummer.
which opens up like a multiverse thing that. I don't know. I feel like we could do something with multiverses. There just aren't enough
There's too much
multiverse
multiverse
things
going on right now.
Well, I think there's not enough precedent. There's not enough older. Like we don't have a multiverse movie from like the 80s or 90s to like set that precedent. I think we're in like the precedent setting phase right now. So I don't know.
If switch it up a little bit.
Ooh,
If
I love
you
a switch
ever
up.
met a man named Osiris, would you just like be like, nah, dude?
Have you?
No, I'm saying, would you? Like, if you
I mean,
did,
it's an Egyptian god.
I know, but like, if don't, I know, but you know, how people name their kid Jesus and shit.
No, I know in like Hispanic communities, Jesus isn't just like a
Yeah.
regular name.
Yeah, but
I've
saying
never,
Osiris.
I've never known of anybody named Jesus.
Oh, I mean, there is though.
Who?
So let's just say, I mean, Jesus.
Oh, we don't agree on this.
Okay. Well, anyway, so let's say there's a guy who introduces himself as Osiris. What do you,
Okay.
What do you do?
I guess
You-
I shake his hand. I
No,
don't know.
fuck. First off, no, that's wrong. You don't touch him.
I touch him real
no,
hard.
I think you go
real good.
no. Like,
Rub him up
be-
and down.
I think you say be serious. And even when he proves it, and he's like, "No, here's my ID," I said, "Okay, where's your birth certificate?" And when he gets
And then he's
that-
like, "No, that's my brother." And his brother comes in and says, "Hi, I'm serious."
I would let that go. I feel like that's a pretty good setup.
Right? What if you met someone named War Child? What would you say that?
No, I think like Osiris is just good for a pet. That's it. You don't name a human that.
I mean, it's not like a. It's just not a
Except-
modern name. Is
Except
all.
our kid. We could name our kid Osiris. Okay, fuck the hand tattoo. When do we get a kid together? Named Osiris.
I feel like I've got enough kids.
Not with me.
I
know how
have-
many
I have
kids you
more
got
than
with
enough
me?
with you.
0.
That's more than enough.
Now.
With you?
Well, what if we start small? Like we get a cooler.
What if we start small, like with a baby, and then we let it grow into a kid?
Osiris.
Osiris, we'll call him.
He'll change his name from Baby to Osiris.
Yeah, I guess that's
That's how they used to do back in the 20s. They didn't name them kids.
And why would they? We're living in the 20s right now. It's the 20s now.
Okay.
So you just said like 100 years ago.
Everyone knew what I meant.
They didn't. They thought you meant like last year in the 20s.
Well, yeah, but that's why I never say the 10s.
That's the teens, we say. The teens.
But it's 10. 10 is not teen.
Yes, it is. It's one teen. It's 0 teen. That's 10.
Didn't that bother you? That no one else like that in America were like 12, not 2 teen.
It is pretty upsetting. Yeah, it is.
I
really
found that
sad.
out in a German class that they do that, and I'm like, that's great.
Fucking perverts.
Yeah,
they do 2-teeners.
Swine Einzig, and I'm like, yeah.
Don't stop speaking your foreign tongues at me. I don't like it.
Do you have any fucking notes today, or am I going to carry this episode as per usual?
I know that one of us has said the word notes like 46 times, and it's you. Stop saying notes.
Well, then how am I going to explain?
And start singing them.
How am I going to explain this music? That's a note. Boom.
I know.
Crushed it.
So I did like.
Hey, did you like Shit's About to Get Steel? Just silence.
I don't remember that.
Instead of Shit's About to Get Real, she said Shit's about to get steel as she unsheathed her sword.
Oh, her whole character was so like over the top and goofy.
I loved it at first. Then he stole her line.
Oh, I can't believe he would do that.
How'd you feel about that? Not backdrop, but like that. It was like they were dancing and he like kind of called her, but the sword went through her. You're like, stop it.
It's fine. It was fine.
It was not C. It was D.
It was a C plus. So I did like a lot of these movies. We get like the day that the loop like starts. We get that thing. We didn't get that here really, but we did get the day before, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, it was
in the flashback.
I noticed it was kind of different. Like when you would see inside the car with the 2 female assassins, you're like, oh, this is different. We're seeing from an outside perspective.
Yeah. It was interesting. I liked it.
But it didn't really keep that theme all the time. It was only every now and again.
Yeah.
Sometimes with Naomi, but yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
The flashback, I was kind of different. I'm like, yeah,
I liked the flashback. It was good backstory, and I think telling it that way as a flashback instead of starting off with it helps build some intrigue.
When did he get that implant put in his tooth? Was it the night before? Is that what
it was that night? So he goes out, he gets drunk, he meets that dental hygienist who is obviously working for them.
This is like an Eastern Promises.
But they show it.
This is like the Eastern Promises thing where it's like like at the end of that movie, like the big criticism is that in real life, tattoos wouldn't be healed yet, so like they look like the stars over his shoulders wouldn't be healed. That's the same thing with this. I don't think he would be healed from having that implant put in his tooth. I think his
mouth would hurt, and he would be like, "What's going on?"
That's what I'm getting at. Like I think he would notice, like, "Oh fuck, something's wrong with my tooth." Or like when he's like, "Hey, where's the implant?" When he's looking in his ass, he'd be like, "Oh, maybe it's in my tooth."
In my tooth, it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Thank you.
Well, fuck this movie then. Let's just stop now, and we're done. We're not making this episode's not coming out.
I know you're being silly. I'm okay with that.
With silliness?
I'm okay with that.
Oh, he's into some silliness.
God, what else?
What else
about this fucking movie?
What else?
I'm out.
I want everybody to know that for next week's movie.
Hey, it's Roy.
I have several pages of notes.
Did you already watch it?
I watched it.
What are we watching next week?
We'll talk. We'll tell them later.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about some tropes. You want to get into the tropes?
Oh yeah, I forgot we're doing that.
We do tropes here on this program. You want to get into them?
Yeah, I was looking at something.
Oh, where were you? Oh shit. None of my tropes are numbered. God damn it.
That's a bummer. I actually did the wrong tropes. I did Point Break tropes, and then I realized that none of them were landing. And I was like, man, this movie's really going to rank low. So I realized that we weren't doing Point Break. It literally because I had my Point Break shirt on and got so excited about it that I forgot what season we were in.
I think you should back off, War Child.
Seriously.
All right, number 1 trope
Cynical.
is journey from cynical to sincere. I say yes.
I think it's a weak yes.
Yeah,
I don't think he was bad. I think he was just like. Did they ever say why he went to drinking?
I mean, no, not explicitly, but I think it had to do with like his being in special forces, and
I think that's implied.
I think it's implied is what I'm saying.
You know what? It's not implied in the movie. We just know that happens to people. So
yeah, so I think it's
okay.
I think it's implied.
I still say weak yes because he wasn't that bad.
I agree.
But he gained appreciation. So
yeah, his attitude definitely changed. Number 2, another character helps us see a different perspective.
Of course,
I say yes.
The son.
The son, absolutely.
I'd say the son more than Naomi.
I think the son. The son more so than the ex.
More than the moon.
The moon, you say. So number 3, second day uncertainty. We don't see a second day,
see it,
so we can't
don't
do it.
see
You
it.
know, it's just too darn bad.
Just 2 dongs in a bundle.
Too dong band. Number 4, isolation. I said no. There's no isolation.
No,
He's at his home.
He really doesn't seem
you know.
sad at all.
No emotional isolation, no physical isolation, no being away from home.
I think you don't get that when someone's going to kill you at the beginning of every day. I don't think you get the isolation because you're always like, holy shit, someone's here.
Oh, or the second day uncertainty.
Yeah.
Because you just got murdered.
Yeah, it makes you wonder about the second day if he just kept dying.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Or not second day, but like the first week of it. He would just go like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on? And then murder.
Huh.
So
I wonder
I say we do a prequel where we just see the first 100 days, and it's stupid.
I say we do a new season where we do only time loops.
Man.
You would be so bummed.
You and your co-host are going to have such a good time.
Jack?
Whoever that is. We'll try and get Chris back.
Sure.
His name's Chris Back.
So,
his last name is Backsack.
I don't understand what you're saying, even. But I know it's ridiculous. Do you know that?
You going to go on with the tropes, or are you going to stall?
A little of both. Frenemies. Number 5. No. Attempts to explain the situation to an outsider. Yes.
Yeah. But
Yes.
who you call? Who is he?
The guy at the bar who helps him find the tooth tracker.
I don't give it to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to Mel Gibson.
Yeah, that too.
That's who I did.
But
Think
Mel
about the bar
Gibson kind of explains it to him, even though he's a dipshit.
It still slides through.
Yeah, slides on through. Now once he realizes what he can do, he takes advantage. Of course he does.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that's like when he exploits a situation.
No, that's like killing the people. Like he's like, it's treating it like a video game.
Yeah.
He learns the how to fight with a sword to like beat that woman that's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, but I thought we had discussions about how taking advantage is doing something like more like unethical.
No, not necessarily, because it's in that same way that Bill Murray takes the piano lessons so he can be this, expert pianist.
Yeah, but opposed to like sabotaging the van, like that one seems like takes advantage. Where
Sabotaging the van.
Yeah, at one he takes like to keep them there. He like pulls the van apart.
No.
Something.
No.
That
doesn't happen in Groundhog Day.
He turns into Hulk.
That doesn't happen in Groundhog Day. You've made that up.
Takes the van apart.
That's for your fan-made Groundhog Day sequel.
I'm almost positive.
Another Groundhog Day.
Okay, let's say, for instance, that Bill Murray took something out.
Let's say, for instance, that something happens in the movie that didn't happen, but I'm going to say it did. So it's like that, right?
Let's say you're at a baseball game and you're thinking real hard that you're not going to get hit with a baseball. Well, guess
you're
what,
probably not.
Friend? You're going to hit with that baseball.
Because Bill Murray took advantage of you.
Because Bill Murray took apart his van.
I don't know what you're thinking of.
I don't know. I'm just really remembering Bill
What?
Bill Murray going to that van, popping the hood and taking something out.
Anyhow.
Yawning on the episode, you horse dick.
I'm yawning at you, horse dick. My Ben Affleck in Extract.
There you go, Johnny Horsecock.
Number 7 tries multiple ways to get to the next day. I said yes.
Yeah.
Number 8, giving up his selfish ways to break the cycle. I said yes.
No.
And I think that goes with cynical to sincere. Yeah, I said yes.
That's not what broke it.
I think it is.
No.
He
didn't give up any selfish ways. He rescued someone.
Naomi Watts and the son, and
Yep.
he gave up his selfish
That's
ways
not
by
selfish.
sacrificing his own life by walking into the Osiris spindle to break the cycle.
You mean the magic sciencer?
Yes.
What?
The
Like,
wizard's cave
how
is what
did
they call it.
How did she get that thing into him again?
She put him into it by
Him
taking like
into
his
it. That's the
DNA.
sample. Yeah, that's
She
right.
cut the hair and nicked his head and got a little blood.
So I don't like that he's like, there's blood. Like, he made a big deal of her cutting him.
You mean you don't like that he was a big whiny baby about
But
it?
if someone did that to me, I would be like, holy fucking
Hey!
shit. You split my head open. I would be way more dramatic than him, but it wasn't okay that he did it because he's an action hero.
Because he's a
man.
tough boy,
He's a
not
tough-
like you.
Yeah, he's crossbone.
Okay.
There's-
You keep saying that, and I don't know what that means.
He's Crossbones when he has the mask in Civil
Okay.
War. His name's Crossbones.
Oh, okay.
I don't play like that anymore. What does that mean in Civil War when that happens? I don't play like that anymore. Or
The
what's he
answer
say?
is I don't know because I haven't seen it in a long time.
Black Widow takes
Okay.
a stun gun or something and like sticks it in his neck. He doesn't respond, pulls it off, and says, "I don't work like that anymore." And you're like, "Wait, you're a human. You have no special abilities.
I don't know.
How does that make any sense?"
Maybe he does have special abilities. I don't know.
You know, he's just got that mask to hide his mangled face.
Maybe that mask gave him special abilities to
Oh,
not show his
special-
face.
Special mask. Yeah.
Special non-face showing abilities.
Oh,
so he
so
can
I
use a
don't-
stunt double most of the time.
I don't work like that
That's an
anymore. It
ability.
means that I'm not showing you the pain on my face because of the mask. Got it.
Yeah, that's it.
Movie
That's
sucks.
definitely it.
Guys, if you didn't watch this,
I liked it. I thought it was fine.
you don't need to watch it.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
And
it's
if you
fine.
did watch it, well, it's done.
It's a fun little action flick.
It's fine.
It's a fun little action flick. I got 6 out of 8.
Did you even do an intro to why we're doing this movie? You didn't do shit. Explain it now, so they know for next week.
Couple of things.
Yep.
I explained it twice on
Right.
this episode, and once on the previous episode.
When'd you explain on this one?
Twice.
When?
At the beginning.
Huh? What was I doing?
I don't know. Cranking off, looking at your shirt.
wait, together or were this separate?
No, you were-
situations?
One was inspiration for the other.
We'll never.
I won't
know.
tell you which is which. But you were telling your little war child to back off seriously.
Get up, seriously.
Yeah.
We don't need anybody.
So I did explain it a couple of times. So let me ask you,
Go ahead.
why did we do this movie?
Why
For
do you
next
think I
week.
wanted you to fucking explain it? I can't remember what we're
Because you
doing.
didn't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
I explained it so many times.
Ugh.
Most of this episode has been me explaining
we'll
it.
never know.
Now we'll never. The world may never know.
All we know is that VFW halls are full of ghosts and thoughts.
Oh fuck! You hit a little too close to home there. Wow.
Are you taken back?
They're remembering like what it was like over there. That's what. Oh, ghosts and thoughts. Fuck.
Continue. What were you going to say before someone interrupted you?
I don't know. I just want to find out who interrupted me and make them pay for it.
All right, what are we doing next week then?
Next week we're gonna watch a little movie called Point Break
Oh, crap.
from 2015.
Did we? I thought we switched it out with something else.
Oh, you're wrong about
We
that, my
didn't?
friend. No,
Oh, God, no. So we're watching the remake.
we're watching the remake.
Oh, shit.
So for anyone who wants to watch a movie that stars someone who looks like a cross between Trevor Lawrence and Judge Reinhold, like just go right ahead because that's
Is
what
Lori
he looks
Petty
like.
in it?
Nope.
Not at all, huh?
Nope.
Doesn't even do a cameo?
Nope.
Huh.
No
Didn't-
cameos.
Didn't have the budget?
Oh,
Is it the same movie? Can we do a spoiler? Is it like the exact same thing?
I'm going to tell you something. It's not, and
that's
it's
the
not a good
problem.
movie. So we're going to talk about that
All
next
right,
week.
guys. Hey, here's the thing. You got to promise me you have to watch it if I watch it. Okay? We're not doing a cheat one where I'm going to explain the movie to you. You have to watch this movie because I have to. I'm not taking one for the team.
I will say this.
Yep.
I wanted to do a different movie, and you wanted to do this movie.
That doesn't sound like that.
So that's what we're doing.
That does not sound like
I wanted to do The Dark Knight.
That doesn't fit.
It's heists.
It doesn't fit.
The opening of it fits.
No. Zach, we got to do it because you already announced it, and you probably did it a couple times when I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times minimum. So how you doing?
That's all, folks. As a famous cartoon rabbit once said, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Well, I liked this movie. You did not. How many
Stars
did you give it out of 8?
4. Oh, hang on. Is that a real question?
Yes.
4. I was actually right. 4 out of 8.
You got 4 out of 8. You got a 50%. I got 6 out of 8. So that's like 51% at least.
Hit the button.
Let's hit the button. Okay. Well, I'd like to go ahead and thank everybody for listening this week and all the other weeks. And I would ask you to tell your friends about us and be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you like what we do, you can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us online at KeystoneCopycats.com. We're at Keystone Copycats on Instagram and Facebook and at Keystone Copycat on Twitter. If you got something to say, you can email us at KeystoneCopycats@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 513-239-7682. Don't forget to check out Sinclarity, A Dinosaur's Tale while it's still going. And until next time, I'm going to be Zach, and he will be...
Please.
Yeah, that's right.
Bye.
See you, Jack.